でも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー輝きは昼食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からピピピ冷めないで冷めないでぬくもり逃げないで朝はたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせ通りずっとそばで見てるよバックアップは任せて左から右へと出来事があちこちどっち君はここにいるのバスでまだ先でしょいい加減に小指から見えないと主張はしない乾いた心臓の音淡い上ごとすぐに触るなんて気にしてるからに決まってんじゃんそれでも信じて幸せになるように礼儀正しくまずは些細な挨拶ことから Are you ready? いつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー輝きは昼食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からピピピ冷めないで冷めないでぬくもり逃げないで朝はたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせ通りずっとそばで見てるよバックアップは任せて左から右へと出来事があちこちどっち君はここにいるのバスでまだ先でしょいい加減に小指から見えないと主張はしない乾いた心臓の音淡い上ごとすぐに触るなんて気にしてるからに決まってんじゃんそれでも信じて幸せになるように礼儀正しくまずは些細な挨拶ことから Are you ready? いつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー輝きは昼食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からピピピ冷めないで冷めないでぬくもり逃げないで朝はたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせ通りずっとそばで見てるよバックアップは任せて左から右へと出来事があちこちどっち君はここにいるのバスでまだ先でしょいい加減に小指から見えないと主張はしない乾いた心臓の音淡い上ごとすぐに触るなんて気にしてるからに決まってんじゃんそれでも信じて幸せになるように礼儀正しくまずは些細な挨拶ことから Are you ready? いつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー輝きは昼食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からピピピ冷めないで冷めないでぬくもり逃げないで朝はたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせ通りずっとそばで見てるよバックアップは任せて左から右へと出来事があちこちどっち君はここにいるのバスでまだ先でしょいい加減に小指から見えないと主張はしない乾いた心臓の音淡い上ごとすぐに触るなんて気にしてるからに決まってんじゃんそれでも信じて幸せになるように礼儀正しくまずは些細な挨拶ことから Are you ready? いつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー輝きは昼食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からピピピ冷めないで冷めないでぬくもり逃げないで朝はたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせ通りずっとそ つでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー空焼きは主食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からビビ刻めないで冷めないでぬくもりに逃げないでたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせよりずっとそばで見てるよバックアップは任せて左から右へと出来事があちこちどっち君はここにいるのバスでまだ先でしょいい加減に小指から見えないと主張はしない乾いた心臓の音淡い上ごとすぐに伝わるなんて気にしてるからに決まってんじゃんそれでも信じて幸せになるように礼儀正しく夏を支えないいつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー空焼きは主食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からビビ刻めないで冷めないでぬくもりに逃げないでたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせよりずっとそばで見てるよバックアップは任せて左から右へと出来事があちこちどっち君はここにいるのバスでまだ先でしょいい加減に小指から見えないと主張はしない乾いた心臓の音淡い上ごとすぐに伝わるなんて気にしてるからに決まってんじゃんそれでも信じて幸せになるように礼儀正しく夏を支えない挨拶ことから Are you ready? いつでも I love you 君に take a kiss me 忘れられないから僕の大事なメモリー空焼きは主食になれないならば上書きしちゃえば僕の思い通り夢からビビ刻めないで冷めないでぬくもり逃げないで朝はたっぷりあるからあと5分いや10分待たせてWake up, morning set in motion for me. Clear cut, put on the emotion, guaranteed. And when they drag me by my feet, pick me up and march me to the beat, make me complete. I'm miles above the street, staring as I pass me by myself, defeat and I breathe. Nothing but a shadow, it seems, caught up in routine. Can they see the person beneath? The days go by so uniformly, tightly controlled and determined for me, yeah. Showered in fame, my fans adore me. Only way to fuck it up is to be boring. I don't get the messages, they don't come to me. Everything that I can say is spoken for me, yeah. Things got me doubting, it seems. Am I anything? Am I even a person beneath? The days of bloodstains, Gregory, visions of violence are overpowering, yeah. You kick my guts out almost darling, shaving off the numbers of this fucking body. I can read the messages, they come so quickly. Can't I'm begging anybody, come and save me. I don't get the messages, they don't come to me. Everything that I can say is spoken for me, yeah. I could be a friend or I could be a foe. You make the decision and that's all I know. I could be a sinner, I could be a saint, perfectly devoid of anything I ain't. I could be a martyr, I could be a cause. I can be whatever everybody wants. Oh, I could be a canvas, I could be a doll. I don't think I'm even something real at all. I could be a woman, I could be a man. Look into the mirror, tell me what I am. Oh, I could be a difference, I could be the same. Try to give me meaning, it's a losing game. Oh, I could go to heaven, I could go to hell. Does it even matter? I could never tell. Oh, maybe I am nothing, maybe I am all. Maybe just before I get that started. I can hear the messages, they just don't let me. I can hear the 何も知らない何も見てない誰も見てない比喩違い夢の話そういうことねそれじゃ the fear is setting in. Get out, truck if what's really your race. I don't must face watching us spill all over. Still it's something I can't shake off. Sure, go ahead and just smile. Just go for these hours I've been wasting time. Cause if the world's gonna stop, see that X on my neck is hiding and you impress. Not if this is my business, still manage a mess up. So much would be done if only I could stay on task. Well, fuck, I need to get my motivation healed. Everything that I needed to has been shut off. But I'm a fuck, I need to get my dopamine back healed. Do you think that this black hole was all my fault? Well, that's just it. Oh shit, you're stuck within the trap. Oh man, I guess I cram into my soul. I try my best, but still it's set to do. And I know I'm a lazy piece of. Well, fuck, that's it for me. This blood is in the scale. I can't stop even though my mental health's rolling down the hill. Fuck, my limit's near. I'm sure that I'll be grilled with that said. Is there room for me to change? Well, fuck, I've done it again. Well, fuck, I've done it again. Be broke by my own will. Can I try to be a better person? Once in my life, fuck, I've done it again. My strength going downhill. Yes, I know it's my ass, but I'm without. And I love my own shit. Oh shit, you're stuck within the trap. Oh man, I guess I cram into my soul. I try my best, but now it's set to do. And I know I'll always be delayed. Oh, I should have done it yesterday.
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending. Ain't broke, ain't broke. Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending. Ain't broke, ain't broke. Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending. Ain't broke, ain't broke. Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
Well, I'm 3 weeks late on my credit card payment. The lady on the phone says she wants to make arrangements. Put a little down, can you pay a little on it? My wallet's too flat, couldn't pay if I want it. They calling on my job, I'm getting letters in the mail. The haters in the hood are hoping that I fail. My pocket's on slim fast, tank on empty. Used to have friends, said they wanna stick with me. Dogs in my stomach, cause now I'm getting hungry. Really under pressure, wanna talk to my mommy. People on my corner asking me for change. Gotta find me a job with a higher pay range. I got a tough time trying to pay my bills. If I hit the jackpot, that would kill my ills. My credit is a joke and the banks ain't lending. Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending. Ain't broke, ain't broke. Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
What?
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
The dang landlord's knocking on my front door. Said he wants the rent from 2 weeks before. I wanna make a call, I can't use the phone. That was late too, couldn't get a dial tone. Got snow on my TV, no more cable. Gotta use my strats, keeping food on my table. My car notes overdue, the bank's talking repo. Gotta take my girl to the matinee show. I'm making sure she takes a purse big as a tent. Sneaking in candy bars for 89 cents. I take her to the buffet later in the evening. All you can eat, gotta maximize your feeding. Got a tough time trying to pay my bills. If I hit the jackpot, that would cure my ills. My credit is a joke and the banks ain't lending. Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
What am I? What am I? What am I?
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
What?
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's shown up bending.
Showing up. See, we live in a world of false pretense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. My credit is a joke, the banks ain't lending. I ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending. Living in a world of false pretense. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. My credit is a joke and the banks ain't lending. Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending.
Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending.
What am I? What am I? What am I?
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending.
What?
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending.
Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending.
Ain't broke yet, but I'm showing up bending.
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending.
What am I? What am I? What am I?
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending.
What?
Well, he ain't broke yet, but he's showing up bending. Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is.
I was just out of the service, thumbing through the classifieds, when an ad that said old Chevy somehow caught my eye. The lady didn't know the year or even if it ran, but I had that $1,000 in my hand. It was way back in the corner of this old ramshackle barn, with 30 years of dust and dirt on that green army tarp. And when I pulled the cover off, it took away my breath. What she called a Chevy was a '66 Corvette. And I felt a little guilty as I counted out the bills. What a thrill I got when I sat behind opened up the glove box, and that's when I found the note. The date was 1966, and this is what he wrote. He said, "My name is Private Andrew Malone, and if you're reading this, then I didn't make it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of mine, now it belongs to you. Though you may take her and make her your own, you'll always be riding with Private Malone." Well, it didn't take me long at all, I had her running good. I love to hear those horses thunder underneath her hood. I had her shining like a diamond, and I'd put the rag top down. All the pretty girls would stop and stare as I drove her through town. The buttons on the radio didn't seem to work quite right, but it picked up that oldies show, especially late at night. I'd get the feeling sometimes if I turned real quick I'd see a soldier riding shotgun in the seat right next to me. It was a young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of his back when it was new. He told me to take her and make her my own, and I was proud to be riding with Private Malone. But one night it was raining hard, I took the curve too fast. I still don't remember much about that fiery crash, but someone said they thought they saw a soldier pull me out. They didn't get his name, but I know without a doubt it was a young man named Private Andrew Malone, who fought for his country and never made it home. But for every dream that's shattered, another one comes true. This car was once a dream of his back when it was new, and I know I wouldn't be here if he hadn't tagged along. Oh, thank God I was riding with Private Malone.
These four walls of Fort Worth are closing in on me. My final meal is over, and they're gonna set me free. I can feel the fires burning as the devil guards my door. I hit my knees in search of Jesus on a cold jailhouse floor. Lord, now I'm singing, get me out of here. I see the preacher's eyes as my daughter cries when they strap me in this chair. Lord, I hope she forgives me for living my life this
this way. Tonight I ride the lightning to my final judgment day. Every life owes a debt. That's what the Bible says. I owe mine to this state for shooting that boy to death. A liquor store attendant, he was reaching for his gun. Now his mama sits there smiling as the boss yells, roll on. And now I'm singing, get me out of here. I see the preacher's eyes as my daughter cries when they strap me in this chair. Lord, I hope she forgives me for leaving her this way. Tonight I ride the lightning to my final resting place. A hungry blue-eyed baby crying made me rob that store. And as that boy lay there dying, I dropped my pistol on the floor. Yeah, I take it all back, but there's nothing I can do. They've covered my face, and the order's gone through as the boss yells, roll on too. Now I'm flying up and out of here. I close my eyes and slowly rise, let my body leave this chair. Lord, I hope you forgive me for living my life this way. Yet tonight I'll ride the lightning to my final judgment day. These four walls of fallen wood closing in on me.
Well, this town has closed down way too early.
Hungover and hard up, I'm broken down and messed up. I never saw you leaving coming, but I sure felt it when it left. Memory button stuck on repeat, mind skipping like a wrecking machine. Over and over that goodbye scene keeps spinning in my head. It keeps holding me, and ain't no baby about it. The hurt keeps calling me. Come on out, we got you surrounded. Yeah, the bottle in my hand is loaded, and I ain't afraid to use it tonight. Hungover and hard up, pain hurts, whiskey's tough, and too much ain't never enough to break your spell. Living in the lost and found, round and round.
Jeez. Two nights stand in Tulsa, pulling out and headed west. Brady grabbed the Gideons from the hotel in the desk, and we said, "What's the matter, brother? Are you worried about your soul?" He said, "Better safe than sorry, boys. That's just how I roll." We hit the road, feeling cool as Crosby, Stills, and Nash, overflowing with the Spirit and the Bible on the dash.
We pulled the whole thing over for the flashing red and blues. Police came to the window, we said, "Have you heard the news?"
Now don't get smart with me, boy, why you doing 95?
My foot is heavy with redemption, I'm just blessed to be alive. He said, "I ought to pull you out of there, beat you black and blue." I placed my hand upon the good book, said, "What would Jesus do?"
It's better than insurance, registration, or life. It's better than these fake IDs I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. Well, they always said it saved me, that old Bible on the dash. Around these parts, that hair alone will make probable cause. If you're moving through my county, you'll obey my earthly laws.
Yes, we did our best to quote some holy writ, chapter and verse.
What kind of music y'all's making? We said, "Christian music, sir."
He contemplated, thought about it, twirled his cop mustache.
All right, you boys, be careful now. Just don't drive quite so fast. It's better than insurance, registration, or lying. It's better than these fake IDs I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. But they always said it saved me, that old Bible on the dash.
Crossing at the border, a few months later we heard freeze. Pulling over there, son, we gonna do some search and seize.
Well, maybe if we'd been more famous, he'd have said just move along.
Yeah, if he'd have seen us on the TV,
Or if we'd had hit single songs.
he's just about to ask us where's the money, guns, and cash.
Well, I was hoping it'd save me, that old Bible on the dash. Well, his hand was on his pistol and his dog was on his leash. And that shepherd, he was keeping a pretty close eye on his sheep.
We got a list we gonna look at, see if we can't find your name.
And we got parabolic laser beams, here's everything you say. We got ultraviolet x-rays that can see right through your bus.
I guess we'll see if the good Lord's truly watching over us.
It's better than a green card, it's better than lying. It's better than these work visas I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. Lord, I'm at the border with the Bible on the dash.
I've seen the Joshua tree, got down on my knees through the virgin mother of prayer. I walk glass barefooted, stroll across the devil's high cold. I've tried everything, I swear. But hey, what can I say? I'm a desperate man. I said, hey, what can I say? I'm just a desperate man. Fortune teller told me, no more last chances. You got no future at all. Oh, but I ain't listening. The black-hearted gypsy, and a crucifix to a bedroom wall. Then, hey, what can I say? I'm a desperate man. I said, hey, what can I say? I'm just a desperate man. Yeah, I'm a high cock, full tilt, scarred hands to the hill. Don't push me, grown ass man. Yeah, flashing light, caution, careful where you cross, son, till she come back again. Yeah, hey, what can
seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly, don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la. La 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 la. was clear she couldn't go on. The door was open and the wind appeared. The candles blew and then disappeared. The curtains flew and then he appeared. Don't be afraid, come on baby, she had no fear. And she ran to him. They looked backward and said goodbye. She had taken his hand. Come on baby.
In the truck, it's going down tonight. So
to take your point, cause yeah, okay, fine. Had a 3 mules and a mare just to come on tied. Snake River horse thieving ain't quite gone out of style. So it's hard not to take your point, cause yeah, okay, fine. With that big 44 and killing on your mind, all I'm gonna ask from your brother's 90 seconds of your time. And maybe try to change your mind, buddy. Don't wanna see you get your hands bloody here at home in peacetime. We both know you're better off in them Idaho hills, where you can be alone with your thoughts and unconfirmed kills. The doc said the VA always be a pushing them pills, but we both know that all you need is them Idaho hills. With that big 44 and killing on your mind, all I'm gonna ask from your brother's 90 seconds of your time. And maybe try to change your mind, buddy. Don't wanna see you get your hands bloody here at home in peacetime. You think you got a minute and a half to listen to a friend? Cause I said we go hunt elk, we got tags for them. Well, let's take a minute and a half and just recognize decisions that affect your life and possibly mine. Why is everybody so surprised you train up a ranger? Use him up, cut him loose, he goes home, he radiates danger. All the folks that he knows in town treat him like a stranger. Why act so surprised he's an army ranger? With that big 44 and killing on your mind, all I'm gonna ask from your brother's 90 seconds of your time. And maybe try to change your mind, pretty. Don't wanna see you get your hands dirty here at home in peacetime. Out here in peacetime.
When it comes to fixing fences, riding bulls and drinking beer, but give me some young buckaroo who's kinda wet behind the ears. 'Cause I'll take fire in the belly, and if he's a little green, sometimes piss and vinegar is exactly what you need. But I want old men making my whiskey. I want old men singing my blues. I want old men teaching my horses. This is just some things young men can't do like the old boys do. I want some scrappy kid to have my back in the middle of a barroom fight, and a little youth to kind of help sometimes with the girls on Friday night. When I was but a young man, I was wild and full of fire. Acid trips and rocker chicks, well, I'm lucky I'm alive. And I want old men making my whiskey. Well, I want old men singing my blues. And I want old men teaching my horses. There's just some things young men can't do like the old boys do. Old man singing me blues. Old man educating my horses. Well, there's just some things young men can't do like them old boys do. Well, I think you ought to try whiskey, babe.
Well, I think you ought to try gin.
Well, gin sounds kinda risky, babe.
Whiskey makes me cringe.
Yeah, but whiskey makes you free. Well, you would, but you can't sell her. You ain't got the heart to tell her. She'd be loaded up and shipped off on that truck to you know where. And if you're gonna feed her, you might as well just breed her, 'cause the last thing this place needs is another open mare. It's raining horses we just may drown in a flood of palominos, paints and grays and bays and browns. It's raining horses, it's coming down. Around here it ain't cats and dogs, but colts that hit the ground.
fast cars for foaling with zero chance of knowing if the lead or if the weather's gonna change on down the line. Well, the kids can't even ride her, 'cause what if their insider is the one that spins and slides and finally makes it all worthwhile? It's raining horses we just may drown in a flood of palominos, paints and grays and bays and browns. It's raining horses, it's coming down. Round here it ain't cats and dogs, but colts that hit the ground. If I could only see into the future, and if a cloud was silver lining awaited there, well, I wouldn't mind so much that it keeps pouring down these ponies, and I'd make sure that I was always where. It's raining horses, we just may drown in a sea of palominos, paints and grays and bays and browns. It's raining horses, it's coming down. Round here it ain't cats and dogs, but colts that hit the ground. But I gotta be traveling on the panhandle, rambling on. I spent a lot of time in Oklahoma, spent a little time with Okie Rovers, recognized a couple cups of Maricopa, but I gotta be traveling on. Yeah, from Tulsa I'll be rambling on. Spent a lot of time in Oklahoma, north of Tulsa, Troubadour, and Okeechobee. They had a rough go, but I know the cope, and here's a hope and they'll be rambling on. Yeah, from Tahlequah I'm traveling on. Spent a lot of time in Oklahoma, spent a lot of time with Oklahomans. Haggy sang a song about a Cherokee woman, and I gotta be traveling on. From Muskogee I'll be rambling on. Spent a lot of time in Oklahoma, even met a pretty ukulele patrolman. Had to play a showcase, Wyoming, so I had to be traveling on. Okie City, Chris and Bareback Rocks. Spent a lot of time in Oklahoma, talked about a lot of crazy shit with bowling. They let you smoke dope now in Oklahoma, but I gotta be traveling on. It's just the water got a lot of good songs. It's just the water got a lot of good songs. Just the water got a lot of good songs. Should I run or should I stand? It's an old debate, 'cause sometimes it's a bluff charge and then sometimes it ain't. Can they run downhill? Can they climb a tree? Maybe that's just black bears, I can't remember, let's see. Should I shut up or should I shout and maybe try to scare him off? Well, pretty much most anything I do just piss him off. In the end, it don't matter what you choose to do, of course. When 800 pounds of grizzly bear outruns a quarter horse, well, them old grizzly blues got me kinda confused as to just what to do about them bears. Yeah, them old grizzly blues got
some conflicting views and not too much good news about them bears. Well, I think I read it someplace, they kill only what they eat. So fumble through that guidebook, just how often they eat meat. Well, somebody find some answers, let's do a study of some kind. We'll make it scientific, and let's see what we can find. Cause he looks almost friendly with that easy ambling gait. But when he decides he's hungry, makes me wanna hibernate. Well, them old grizzly blues got me kinda confused as to just what to do about them bears. Yeah, them old grizzly blues got some conflicting views and not too much good news about them bears. We've all heard that old chestnut. You know you don't outrun the grizz. You just outrun your slowest buddy, whoever that guy is. And that cub you found's adorable. He's cute, yes I agree. And there's only one thing missing, and that's Mama, where is she? They'll dig up dead horses, they smell 20 miles away. Tommy said it happened on the ranch just this way. Now I'm all for conservation, I say protect the kitchen sink. But this bear don't seem in danger, it might be me that goes extinct. Well, them old grizzly blues got me kinda confused as to just what to do about them bears. Yeah, them old grizzly blues got some conflicting views and not too much good news about them bears. Take your coffee bitter, cook your beefsteak rare, drink your whiskey straight, draw to all your pairs. Pack the quickest pistol, break the toughest broncs, speak your piece with wisdom, sing a cowboy song. Dance with your spurs on, twirl the girls around, tip your hat when that whistle blows as you win your last go round. Dance with your spurs on, cause they're riding all that long. May your rouse still be spinning as they lay you in the ground. May your spirit never grumble, learn from your mistakes. If your life should ever stumble, may your cinch not ever break. Move your cattle easy, treat your partner square, rein your pony gentle, play your hand out fair. Dance with your spurs on, twirl the girls around, tip your hat when that whistle blows as you win your last go round. Dance with your spurs on, cause they're riding all that long. May your rouse still be spinning as they lay you in the ground. Battles, we're all here gathered round. The truth is on the tombstone, you never let nobody down. Dance with your spurs on, twirl the girls around, tip your hat when that whistle blows as you win your last go round. Dance with your spurs on, cause they're riding all that long. Texans, they made it real simple to tell bad from good. It seems people these days are wearing all kinds of gray. I miss them old dusters, 'cause I knew where I stood. You can't count anymore on Louis L'Amour to paint you the lay of the land and tell you who's on your side, stride for stride, and who's gonna ride for the brand. But don't get me wrong, there was a lot going on back in them wild lawless days. Not every gunfight was won by the good guys, and one person's outlaw was another man's saint. But still, you can't count anymore on Louis L'Amour to show you the lay of the land and tell you who's on your side, stride for stride, and who's gonna ride for the brand. That old Russell hangs in a busted up frame in a tire shop off the highway at past Coeur Lane. A young mother cries as she searches the eyes of a son who's known nothing but desperate pain. A young mother cries as she searches the skies for a time before meth hit our great western range. Well, she's never not had horses and she don't know what to do. The few left on the place are lame, their ribs are showing too. She knows it ain't fair to them with winter coming soon. But she's never not had horses and she don't know what to do. Without some kind of cabbie around, she don't know who she is. She grew up trailing cattle in the Rockies as a kid. She rode to a one-room schoolhouse, learned her letters, passed her fail. And each day her greatest teacher was just outside, tied to the rail. She's never not had horses, she's rode her whole life through. Find a couple ponies round. What's an old cowgirl meant to do? She's feeding lots of oats, but they won't keep on any weight. Can't rope off a Jackie now, we're about to lose the pain. She dreams about a green broke coat, but her knees are bad too. But she's never not had horses and she don't know what to do. But she's never not had horses, she's rode What's an old cowgirl meant to do? What's an old cowgirl meant to do? All her life she's marked her time with horses that she's loved. But now she's all alone out there, and with DC gone it's tough. The vet's just up the road and tells her it's for their own good. But when it's time to place the call, I ask you, who among you could? She's never not had horses. She's rode a whole life through without a couple ponies round. What's an old cowgirl meant to do? She's never not had horses, and she don't know what to do. Well, I met him in the stockyard sometime back around '02. He said, kid, the weight of the whole world looks like it's upon you. Well, I told him I'm a cowboy, just doing the best I can. But this ranching, riding romance is starting to kind of kick my ass. He said, son, I can show you how to best not overgraze your land. Give advice on finer points of riding broncs like an old hand. And then I'll tell you about the troubles with the ladies that I've had. Ranching, riding, romance, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, ranching, riding, romance, well, I've seldom met the man who could ranch and ride and romance, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. He said, I've weathered some tough winters and been damn near out of hay, and I've climbed aboard some snaky sons of bitches in my day. But most of that was easy next to all courtship demands. Ranching, riding, romance, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, ranching, riding, romance, well, I've seldom met the man who could ranch and ride and romance, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. No, sir. My son, and always play toward your strengths. But you can tilt that many windmills, you can go to any lengths, but no one can do it all, my boy, and I've come to understand that with ranching, riding, romance, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, ranching, riding, romance, boy, don't look so sad. A man ain't got but 2 hands, but just do the best you can. Ranching, riding, romance, well, I've seldom met the man who could ranch and ride and romance, honey, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Ranch and ride and romance, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. the nest. Away with a shotgun the rest. Up against the mountains, blast the brains on the rocks, then freeze them in a winter, in the spring, let them rot. Who you gonna get to get them under control? Somebody, anybody, call up the Rat Patrol. Take off the heads, feed them poison till they choke. Catch them in a trap so the necks get broke. Starve them in a bucket till they eat each other up, and then whack them with a shovel and flatten up the guts. Who you gonna get to get them under control? Somebody, anybody, call up the Rat Patrol. Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol, drag them out of the holes. The rats are gonna roll right out of control. If nobody calls up the Rat Patrol. It ain't New York, it ain't Baltimore, it ain't some port city where they might come ashore. We tolerate the badger, the big mountain cat, the grizzly and the rattler, but we don't like rats. Who you gonna get to get them under control? Somebody, anybody, call up the Rat Patrol. We got rat-free status, province-wide, and protecting its born of provincial pride. But if you're telling me we get to send them all straight to hell, goddamn, I might have to just join up myself. Who you gonna get them under control? Somebody, anybody, call up the Rat Patrol. Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol, drag them out of their holes. The rats are gonna roll right out of control. If nobody calls up the Rat Patrol. Now's the time, I'd imagine, that the soft-hearted and the weak-minded will come forward to profess their love for the rat. A noble creature, they'll say, misunderstood, disadvantaged. Well, I guess they have a right to their opinion. As for me, I ain't buying it. So in the meantime and in between time, somebody, anybody, call up the Rat Patrol. Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol, drag them out of the hole. Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol, Rat Patrol. Well, they're filthy and know the rats are gonna roll right out of control. Nobody calls up the Rat Patrol. I got the tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos are blue, I got the tattoos blues, but hey, I got no regrets. So you're feeling creative and a bit illustrative and are wondering just what to do? Well, march yourself down to the parlor around the next corner and get a tattoo. Your options are endless. Just have the apprentice show you his previous work. Get yourself an eye popper, a real job stopper. Sit down in the chair, you poor jerk. For a scratcher with talent, the rainbow's your palette, any color or shade, any hue. And until you're dead, your art will turn heads, and eventually also turn blue. I got the tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos are blue, I got the tattoos blues, but hey, I got no regrets. Get an armband that's tribal, but remember it's final, or yin or yang on your wrist. Maybe a stamp on the small of your back, or true love or hard luck on your fists. Full sleeve or just ankled, or fully star-spangled with the flag bursting out from your hide. Or in some kind of cursive that's vaguely subversive, get the date that your great-uncle died. Get Sabbath or Slayer or the lines from a prayer, or your telephone area code. Get a tear by your eye and make it look like you're crying about the spider webs on your elbows. Get the names of old lovers entirely covered with a badly drawn sketch of your kids. Or get a shamrock Fitzkelly, or your hood cross your belly in Gothic, illegible script. Get a character, Asian, mistakenly blazing, a message that ain't what you think, 'cause they swore it meant knowledge, but really says olives, forever in permanent ink. I got the tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I got the tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. My tattoos blues, the tattoos blues. I should have thought things through first. tattoos are blue. I got the tattoos blues, but hey, I got no regrets. Hey. Well, if you're still thinking you really need it, can just be sure what it is that they're selling. Because with it, you're stuck and you're plumb out of luck if they don't get it right with the spelling. Because it's R before E, except after 3 in the morning, you picked the wrong artist. If he's open that late, the chances are great you were drunk and he wasn't the smartest. But you've given your future to this ignorant butcher, so when he's carved you up with the gun, send a few words to heaven, take a deep breath, and then look in the mirror when he's done. Because the needle, it stings, but I'll tell you the thing that over the years really hurts, is when you go to view your brand new tattoo, and to your horror it reads, no regrets. Everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Let me bestow this western blessing and share what I have found. May you always have cows around. What else you gonna spend that extra money on? What else is gonna get you up hours before dawn? What else is gonna keep you toiling on and on and on? May you always have cows around. Come on, you know that you got too much time on your hands, not nearly enough complication in your plans. You need to invite all of the frustration that you can. May you always have cows around. Everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Let me bestow this western blessing and leave you saddle bound. May you always have cows around. What else could make the bishop swear like a sailor might? What else can cause such tension between a man and his wife? What else could ever bring all these enhancements to your life? May you always have cows around. What else is gonna get out when you don't close the gate? What else will make you prematurely show your age? What else will take a run at you in a fit of bovine rage? May you always have cows around. Well, everything is better with some cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. And although this western blessing leaves you cattle bound, may you always have cows around. Well, there's Hereford, Highland, Simmental, Welsh Black and Maine and Juki and Nina, Limousine, Shorthorn, Charlie, Watusi, 2, Texas Longhorn, Corriente, Roman, Yola, Galloway, and Angus, Brahma, Brangus, Jersey, Guernsey, Holstein, hey! Well, you might have had to let them dig for oil and gas. You might have had to turn the place to an exotic game ranch. You might have had to do all kinds of things to raise the cash so you'd always have cows around. Well, how else you gonna lose it all like Daddy did? What else will make sure you leave nothing for your kids? It's too late now, you know it is. You might as well admit that you've a badly flawed in sentimental masochisticness, and that despite all the statistics and the advice that you get, you will always have cows around. Yeah, everything is better with cows around. Living in town sometimes brings me down. Well, you won't know what you're missing till you hear that sound. May you always have cows around. May you always have cows around. Dig, grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with bigger grave digger for rigor mortis sets in dig. Dig, dig, grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so dig, grave digger, dig. Well, he don't mind the cadavers, he don't mind human remains. He got no problem sleeping at night, ain't nothing that a whiskey won't tame. I asked about ghosts and spirits, I asked him if he ever got spooked. I asked him if he ever got haunted by souls, but he reckons that he buries them too. Now he ain't bothered by corpses, he'll plant stiffs all day. See, he on some kind of piecework deal, he get paid by the grave. Dig, dig, grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with bigger grave digger for rigor mortis sets in dig. Dig, dig, grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so dig, grave digger, dig. Well, he could be making more money, he could be out working the rigs, but he says he don't really like no company, he says he'd rather just dig. Grave digger, he got secrets, he whispered as he lit up a cig. He said you gotta watch it, don't badger the hole when you're cutting through the roots and the twigs. He works right through in the darkness, and then he stops and he takes him a swig. Drive by the right time of the night, you might spy him in the moonlight doing a jig. Dig, dig, grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with bigger grave digger for rigor mortis sets in dig. Dig, dig, grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, 'cause grave digger rather just dig. Dig, 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 grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so grave digger keep on digging. Dig, 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 grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. Work that shovel with bigger grave digger for rigor mortis sets in dig. Dig, dig, grave digger, dig, grave digger, dig. That big old hole just keep getting bigger, so dig, grave digger, dig. Me and the boys, we was playing a showdown Colorado way. And when we realized they had legalized, well, we thought we'd investigate. 'Cause there ain't nothing better than a little adventure just to shore up and morale. At least till the singer does a few too many milligrams of misadventuring somehow. We were met with a kid born for his job, highly skilled and desirable. I spent a lot of time in Oklahoma, spent a lot of time with Oklahomans, made me feel right at home in Oklahoma. But I gotta be traveling on the panhandle, rambling on. Stops, everything stops, nothing left in the fountain. Nobody wants paper money, son, so you just will stop counting. Can you break the horse? Can you light the fire? What's that? I beg your pardon. You best start thinking where your food comes from, and I hope you tend a good garden. Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be getting down on the mountain. Truck don't run, the bread don't come, have a hard time finding petrol. Water ain't running in the city no more, do you hold any precious metal? Can you gut the fish, can you read the sky? What's that about overcrowding? You ever seen a man whose kids ain't ate for 17 days and counting? Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down, I'll be getting down on the mountain. There ain't no heat and the power's gone out. It's kerosene lamps and candles. The roads are blocked, it's all gridlocked. You got a shortwave handle. Can you track the deer? Can you dig the well? I couldn't quite hear your answer. I think I see a rip in the social fabric. Brother, can you spare some ammo? Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be going to ground on the mountain. When the oil stops, everything stops, nothing left in the fountain. Nobody wants paper money, son, so you just will stop counting. Can you break the horse? Can you light the fire? What's that? I beg your pardon. I think I see a rip in the social fabric. Brother, can you pass the ammo? Getting down on the mountain, getting down on the mountain. Don't wanna be around when the shit goes down. I'll be getting down on the mountain.